Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the YouTube channel. And as I explained last week, we're just going to be talking about why it's so important to wear your bike helmet when you are using your bike, your scooters, and why it's so important to have rules for your family and your kids. And I'm just going to discuss this case that I just had in the clinic. Actually, I had two cases this week alone. One is a teenager, the other one is a 4-year-old. So I'm going to discuss the 4-year-old with you. So I was just following up a 4-year-old that actually came from the ED emergency room just because he fell, right? And the mom was he was riding his bike, he fell, and the mom was trying to help him. And sadly, the mom fell on top of him. So what happened was that he had what we called a subdural hematoma, and this is what you can see in this image here. This is a subdural hematoma, and it's actually very frequent in kids that are not wearing a helmet, or for many other reasons. It's not just the helmet, right? But for the purposes of this discussion, it's so important to protect your brain. What happens is the veins, we have like what we call bridging veins. They are very sensitive at this age, and they can just kind of like break very easily. And when you have a fall, even when you have a chicken, and that's what happens also when you have like the chicken baby syndrome, those are the veins that are kind of like injured, and you can create a hematoma. So this is blood collection. This kid had to go through neurosurgery and had to get that drained. Okay, so these are the things that you can avoid. These are the things that you can avoid and protect your child, protect the brain, because even though he is making good progress, you don't want to put your child in the situation that he has to go through surgery just for something that you can avoid. My second case was actually a 16-year-old. He was riding his electronic scooter, very popular these days, and also he was not wearing a helmet. So what happened was, this is less dramatic as the first one, but what happened was that he had actually a big laceration on his forehead. So the same thing applies, right? Things that you can avoid very easily by just getting a helmet. And you can find a helmet anywhere. You can have it on Target, you can find it at Walmart, you can go any single place, and you can find helmets that are very affordable, actually. And this little device can actually protect your child's brain and your child's life. Now let's dig in a little bit on how did you choose the proper helmet and how does it feel right? How do you know if it's the right fit? So you choose the right helmet for the right activities, right? If you're going to bike or skate or use your scooter, just use the bike helmet. A motorcycle helmet is totally different than a bike helmet. So look for certification labels like the CPSC for bikes, DOT for motorcycles, and so on. Get the right fit. And this is where most people get confused, because we have so many all over, and then you don't know exactly which one should I pick or how should I pick. So the first thing, you can measure your head with the measuring tape just above your eyebrows. Try on helmets and make sure that it feels snug, but it's not tight. The helmet should sit on the level of your head, and it should not go back or should not move forward either. Make sure that the straps forms like a V shape just below your ears, and that you can actually, on the chin strap, you can actually fit 1 or 2 fingers between the strap and your shin. open your mouth wide, and if the helmet is pulling down, it seems that it's doing good. But if it's too loose, then you need to tighten the straps. Okay, position your helmet correctly. So your helmet should be at least 1 or 2 fingers above your eyebrows. Okay, and if you look up, like try to look up, you should be able to see the border of your helmet. The back of the helmet shouldn't tilt. It should not, your skull should not be exposed. How do you check and maintain it? Well, inspect for cracks, dents, or if the straps are worn, you have to get a new helmet. Replace your helmet after any hard impact, even if it looks fine, even if you don't see any cracks or anything like that. And most helmets should be replaced every 5 years. You should check the labels inside.